September 1st, 1980, evening session continued.
When you take that right type of quality food, sattvic food, then the purification process starts. Not only in the body, but also in the knowledge I am. The purification goes to such an extent that that very knowledge, purified knowledge, will give out all the knowledge, all the history about its own self. So when you get sufficient knowledge about that knowledge I am, you will transcend that knowledge I am. You will realize I am not that knowledge I am. Of course, it is a primary thing. Meditation is most useful. It's a What do you mean by meditation? Meditation, first of all, you must take it that you are not the body mind. You know you are. You must dwell in that you know you are state only. You should meditate in yourself. Yourself means I amness, not the body mind. You have to exclude the mind completely. So also the body. It should not occur in your meditation. No mind means no thoughts. Nothing should occur in the meditation. Only awareness should prevail. That is meditation.
आपण चालू व्यवहारामध्ये त्याच्यासाठी
Second September 1980 morning.
I am less like he says, and that I know I am.
मी आहे आणि जाणीव हे एकच का?
जाणीवच आहे.
There is no I. There is no I am or I know. It's only consciousness, pure consciousness, pure beingness.
मानवाचा जन्म सांगत नाही. फक्त या चैतन्याची माहिती देते. आपले स्वरूप चैतन्य आपले उपाय आपलं जे म्हणतं सार्वजनिक आपण आहे. माझं काय असं नाही सगळं कोणाचं पण ज्याने ओळखलं त्या तेच काय ज्याने ओळखलं नाही त्याला मिळत. This consciousness or knowledge I am, there the I am doesn't refer to the personal I, the body. It is universal consciousness. That the knowledge of existence, not that I am or you are. Knowledge is the same thing that I exist. So there is the knowledge of existence, not particularly I am and you are not.
But what we want to know is the difference between
It is the same
beingness
thing.
and knowingness.
It is the same thing.
Same.
You can give various names to it. You see, I exist. I know that I am, and that I can only know when I'm conscious. If I'm unconscious, I can't know whether I exist or not. So it is the same thing. एक वेळ जाऊन तुम्ही ते ध्यानात ठेवलं तेव्हा मला तुम्ही त्या योग्यतेत झाला. शिवाय तुम्ही काय दानधर्म काय करणार त्याच्यानंतर यात्रा करावी लागते. Anything else that one hangs on to by way of spiritual will not bring you to the soul. So long as you keep with this beingness, that is what I am. So long as the body is there. So long as the body is there, if I say that I am the consciousness and not the body of anything else, so long as I keep myself one with this feeling, that this consciousness, then that is what I shall be. Accepting anything else will not get me anywhere. अख्ख्या जगाचा मूळ आधार त्या मूळ आधारचं वजन आहे. आपण असल्याचं ज्ञान अख्खी जगाचा मूळ आधार. The support of the entire universe is this consciousness, this knowledge that I exist. एवढं ते ऐकून ज्याने आपल्या ध्यानात ठेवलं तर त्याच्या बाहेर जाणार. So whatever we hear from Maharaj, if we keep this one thing with us, then we won't go astray. This is the one thing that should be firmly accepted with conviction.
हे ऐकून लक्षात आल्यानंतर फील्ड मध्ये तो पुस्तक मिळालं आहे. आता अच्छा योग की माझ्याकडे यात्रा करता येते वाटतं. काल जैनचे शिष्य आले जैन मुनीचे त्यांनी एक पुस्तक वाचताना जाऊन त्याबद्दल मग त्याला भेटायला सांगितलं. तो जैन आहे असं त्या पुस्तकाची माहिती आहे. भाऊ फील्ड मध्ये केवढं मोठं कार्य केलेलं आहे.
That book, which has now become so important and is having such tremendous effect, that book was written by Maurice Friedman after he had remained firmly in this knowledge, that in this consciousness, and it is this knowledge which has produced through Friedman this book, which has now had so much effect.
त्याला ते मोठमोठे विद्वान ऋषी मुनी आमचे त्यांचे तपासून मला घर म्हटलं भेटायला येतात.
He said plenty of people, Jain munis and plenty other people who are considered by the world at large to be very knowledgeable. Those people, when they have been told about this book or they have been conveyed the knowledge in this book, they promptly come here or send people here.
हे राजकीय नाम आहे त्यांचं पण गुरु आहे बरोबर इकडे यायला लागेल.
He said people who have other gurus, for instance, Mukherjee, you see, they have, but once they have read this book, they have been impelled and got compelled to come here. Many Europeans have come after reading. Now he said he won't let them stay too long. If they have any difficulties, within a week they must absorb whatever is to be absorbed. And it should be absorbed within a week. After that he will send them away.
झालेलं होतं कृष्णमुक्त संज्ञान झालेलं होतं नंतर ते इकडे आनंद हे ऐकलं मला म्हणाला शिकून घेतो मी बघा त्यांनी हा सगळा गाजावाजा केलेला आहे
Friedman, before he came here, had long association with Mr. Krishnamurti. He had also been to Ramanma's. But after he came here, he found that he had come ultimately to the one place where he will stay. And after listening to Maharaj, he asked Maharaj his permission to write the book, and Maharaj asked him to go ahead.
मग तुम्ही काय ऐकले ऐकणारे जे पाहणारे जे तुमचं ज्ञान आहे ते जगाचा मूळ आधार चैतन्य देव आहे आणि ते तुम्ही आहात हे लक्षात ठेवा.
Maharaj said, he repeats, just keep that one thing in mind. That Chaitanya Dev, he said, that knowledge, right of knowledge, that is the basis and the support of the entire universe. And that is you. He said, keep that firmly in mind.
आता माझ्यावर व्याधीचा आरोप आणलेला तो परिणाम मृत्यूवर होणार आहे माझ्यावर नाही.
He said, this charge of the disease which has been leveled against him, he says he is not going to accept that charge. That charge is only against death itself. And he is not concerned with it.
काळातून प्राण गेला तर मृत्यू मिळाला.
As soon as the breath leaves the body, the death is death, not his.
देवाला भाजून काय करतो देवाला खूप करा पण करता कोण देवाला जाणता कोण हे विसरू नका.
There is no question of giving up your normal business in life. He said, do the business twice as much as you want. But remember who the doer is.
स्त्री आकाराचे व्यक्ती नसला तर तो स्त्री बने पुरुष आकाराचा व्यक्ती नसला तो पुरुष बने. एकदम विजय
The doer is not either a male or a female. The doer is the total manifestation, the universal consciousness.
आता गीताची तोडतात संस्कृत मध्ये सर्व संघ पर्यंत मामले खेळून झालं काय चाललं होतं सगळं आता मला झालं म्हणजे काय चाललं होतं
जाणलं होतं
आता
का?
आता आता जाणलं.
नाही, जाणलं होतंच काय?
सर्व संग परित्यज्यम मामेकं
शरणं व्रज.
फक्त मला बघा, बाकी काही सर्व सगळं सोडून घ्या. एकवेळ मी तुमच्या लक्षात आलो की कायम का तुमच्यामध्ये राहील. ते लक्षात कसं राहिलं म्हणजे तुमच्या लक्षात मी स्त्री आहे,
हा.
माझ्या लक्षात पुरुष आहे, त्याच्या क्रोध आहे, काय मला ध्यान धर्म सोडलं म्हणजे त्याचा संबंध नाही. ध्यानाचं जाणताना भोगता कोण आहे?
You must remember who is the knower of meditation and who is the meditating one. And that one is all in all. He is the Almighty Lord. He is everything. That is how Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Sangam Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Leave off
सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य ना.
Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Leave off all religions. Leave off all the rituals, all activities. Activities means not your daily ones, but which you do towards finding out God. All these, leave off everything, just take refuge in me. Who is that me? It's you yourself. It's not any separate Lord Krishna. Your own consciousness. That is the Almighty.
भारतामध्ये ख्याती केंद्र आहे. गोपाळात गोपी गोपीचे त्या गोपी आपण कृष्ण आहे. आम्हीच कृष्ण आहोत म्हणून नाचत होते.
Gopis are so famous all over the world. Why were the gopis famous? Because they were dancing about, knowing that they are themselves the Lord Krishna. They were not looking out for another Lord, but they knew that they are what is consciousness.
16,000 आपल्याला त्याच्या बायका होता. कल्पना करा. आता त्याच्या बायका पण त्याचा उपयोग करायचा. तर एका बाईची मुलाखत जर रोज घ्यायला गेला तर किती वर्ष वाटतील? 16,000 बायकाची मुलाखत घ्यायची. एका दिवसाला किती मुलाखत घ्यायची?
त्या दिवशी 10 वर्षांनी उभे आहेत.
Lord Krishna is supposed to have 16,108 wives. Suppose he wants to take an interview every day one, how many years will he take to finish all the 16,000?
म्हणजे तेव्हा दुसरा धंदाच नव्हता.
He had no other profession, no other work to do.
या कल्पना कोण घेतात? सर्व कल्पना
Only concepts.
स्त्रीच आहे पुरुष आहे पण शिक्षणामध्ये व्यवहार करायचा आहे. व्यवहारचं कोण?
Forms are both male and female. But who is activating, who is acting through that?
आता लक्षात राहील ना?
Will you remember this?
मग एवढं लक्षात आहे बाकी व्यवहार खूप तुला सगळा विचार तुला कोण ओळखणार? तुला सगळं दिसणार, तू सगळं ओळखणार, तर तुला कोण ओळखणार नाही. विवाह कोण?
You will see all, but nobody will be able to see you. If you remember what I told you.
माझ्या ज्ञानाला वेगवेगळी कर्मबंधन नाही. वेगवेगळी तो कर्मबंधन नाही. असं करा तसं करा तसं करा.
Maharaj says, for what he advises us, there is no question of any bindings or bondages of do this or don't do this, because it is pure knowledge. He says, what I am millions of other forms are also the same thing. But what I am, in principle, what I am in the phenomenon, there are millions of people. As noumenon, how many know their own being? They only know what is either male or a female as a subject of the various objects. But he is also really an object. So subjectively, how many will know their own being? Their own nature, not being. Rare one.
त्याचा स्वरूपाला नाम नाम नाही यांनी पडलं पण जगातलं कोणतं अक्षर त्याचं नाम आहे मनात होणारे कोणते अक्षर त्याचं नाम
This which is has no shape or form and therefore really no name. And yet, any name, any letter, any word which is expressed in the world is his name. This which is.
तुमचा काय कसा लागला मृत्यू तुमच्या समोर बघून जाण्यापेक्षा होणार त्यांच्या समोर
This you keep very firmly in mind with deep conviction. Then that which has been called death will die before your presence. That you will witness the death of death. Or you will witness the dying of that which is called death.
सोपं आहे तर पण याच्यासारखा ध्वज आणतो काय कोणी वाचला त्या दुसरं काहीतरी पकडू शकतं ते पाहू शकत पण कोणी स्वतः असल्याचं कारण आपल्याला पाहू शकत नाही आपल्याला मग पकडू शकत ध्यान धरा ध्यानात धरा काय धरा
As far as I see, what Maharaj has just said is the key to the whole mystery. He says, what is looking cannot look at itself. What is looking can see everything else. As the subject, everything else, all of them are objects. The subject can see each of the objects. But the subject, that which is looking, how can it look at itself? It cannot look at itself. Therefore, he says, when you are asked to do jnana, so what will meditate on what? The eye cannot see itself. The eye can see everything else. So that which is looking, that which is searching itself. So how can it find it? So he said, this is the fun of the whole thing. That's why he says, nothing is simpler than that, and nothing is deeper than that. At one and the same time, it is the easiest and the deepest.
स्वरूपाशिवाय म्हणजे आपल्याशिवाय किती नाही सुख नसलं तरी पण तो ध्यानात धरता येतो स्वरूपाशिवाय परंतु आपलं स्वरूप ज्ञान नका धरता येतो मूळचं स्वयंप्रकाश भाव
The source of everything, that which is looking, is so rare that it can grasp, it can see everything else, however rare it is. However fine, however rare, however subtle it is, this which is looking can see it and grasp it, because that is the rarest of all, which has arisen from itself. That needs no other support to be. Therefore, this which is can see everything else, but it cannot see itself. Because that which must see it must be rarer than itself, and there is nothing rarer than itself. Because that has come Swam Siddha, by itself. Nothing can be found.
म्हणजे त्याला काय दिसलं पाहिलं की त्याला कळलं मोहे साक्षात्कार
He said there is a word which is freely used. That is sakshatkar. That is something which is seen, is understood. He said it is totally wrong. That which is looking cannot find itself. So it is
स्वतः
so
पाहिलं ना
whatever
पाहिलेलं आपण
that which is looking, whatever it has seen, is not itself, is something other than itself. It has to be something other than itself.
हे निवेदन पंडित करणार नाही तसं सध्याच्या ते साधू संत पण कोणी करणार.
He said, this kind of expounding, neither the scholar will be able to give, nor the sadhu santa.
कर्मविधी कर्मविधान तुम्हाला मी सांगणार त्याप्रमाणे वागा म्हणून आम्ही असं वागा तसं वागा म्हणून सांगणार.
The big difference is they will tell you what should be done, what should not be done. And what I tell you is exactly something other than what you should do and what you should do.
तुझ्या झोप कशी आहे ती झोप आली आहे असं आहे ते. झोप आली आहे असं आहे पण झोप नाही.
Maharaj is describing that split second, that moment when you are not asleep, but you are just about to fall asleep. Because once you are asleep, you don't know that you are asleep. Just that split second, Shana, before you fall asleep.
जागृती आणि झोप एक झालेले असताना त्याला तुम्ही झोप म्हणता. जागृती आणि एक झाले असेल त्याला तुम्ही झोप म्हणता. दोन विरोध आहे.
This is what we call sleep, is that state when the waking state has merged in it, in the deep sleep. That is what we call. So this moment is both and yet neither.
मग साधू संतांना उन्मनी झोप म्हणतात. उन्मनी झाली आता उन्मनी झोप म्हणजे झोप आणि ज्ञान
So he said that he is describing now that Unmani state, which is sort of signified for this sadhu santa. He said,
Mindless.
in that state,
Mindless state.
काय स्टेट आहे मी सांगतो मी सांगितलं.
उन्मनी याचं सांगतो.
That Unmani, that state is where the knowledge I am, that is the waking, has merged in the sleep state. But in the normal sleep state, that sleep has merged, but here both are there. And that, so that in that Unmani state, which I mentioned,
Mindless.
but the mind can only be when the waking state is there. So in that Unmani state, the mind doesn't work because it has merged with the sleep state, and yet it is not sleep. That's why it's called Unmani. The definition of Unmani is the mindless state.
जन्माचा जेव्हा जन्म समजा एकच मी जातो त्याला उन्मनी म्हणतात. राग झोप आता करतो.
So Maharaj again said, Unmani state is that state before this knowledge I am dawns. That is the waking state, the sleeping state, and this knowledge I am, the three states, before they converge and become what is existing. Before, just a split second before that is the Unmani state.
म्हणजे आत्मचैतन्य राहते. राग झोप आणि करतो पण एक वाटलं समाधी आत्मचैतन्य राहते. आता आत्मचैतन्य याच्यामध्ये सामावते ते परमात्मा परब्रह्माचे आहे.
Maharaj said that Samadhi state is that state where the waking state, the sleeping state, and this knowledge I am, this consciousness, all three merge and there is Samadhi. But he said that is not the ultimate state. The ultimate state is that.
थोडा गुण सवय झाल्यामुळे वेगवेगळ्या सवय झाल्यामुळे ते आठवतात त्याला तिथे आनंद मिळतो. सवय जायची त्या गुणाची परंतु हा आनंद संशय आहे.
हो.
आणि आता मी तुम्हाला जे दाखवलं ते निर्विषय आहे. स्वरूप स्थिती भगवान ब्रह्म.
Maharaj saying, whatever sense of peace or satisfaction one gets in this consciousness is based on a vishaya, that is on a particular subject. Because it is based on the guna. And that state, that ultimate state which he has described, does not need any support. This kind of peace or happiness or pleasure needs a support. Without that support, there can't be this state. But in the final state, it needs no support. It is by itself. It is peace and happiness, and not something which is based on something else. It needs no other support.
सवय झाल्यामुळे कोणत्या गोष्टी सवय प्रमाणे वागला म्हणजे त्याला ते आनंद लागतो. त्याच्या विड्यावर बरोबर सवय झाल्यामुळे अन्य गुणाचे जेव्हा संदर्भ होतो तो आनंद होतो. तसं नव्हे, हा त्याचा ते एकवटलेल्या ज्ञानाच्या साक्षीभूत होतो. आणि ज्याचं साक्षीत्व केलं ते याच्यामध्ये नियम पाहू जाणत्या.
Now, Maharaj gave us an example of a smoker. He smokes and then he feels happy. Why? Because the smoking giving him satisfaction is something which he is used to. Is something which he has been used to over a period. So the satisfaction which a smoker gets is based on the act of smoking. Now there is this is witnessed by some. Now that witness is this pleasure. So when this witness itself merges into something, and that pleasure needs no support, like the act of smoking, but is itself the final pleasure, that is the ultimate state.
कोणत्याही गोष्टीची आवड हा सवयचा गुण आहे. त्याला व्यसन म्हणतात. पण ते व्यसन नाही, ते सवय आहे. त्याला
Maharaj, what does one like? And whatever one likes, that is given the name of a व्यसन. That is addiction. Yes. But he said that we call it addiction, but an addiction is something which one has been used to. Habit. So it's a habit. So that is what is called. But the ultimate happiness which is described needs no habit, needs no addiction. It is itself the happiness. It doesn't need any support or something habit or addiction.
सवयीचा उपयोग केल्याशिवाय माणसाला बरं वाटत नाही.
Unless man gets to which he is used to, something which is his habit, he doesn't feel happy.
कारण आम्ही कोणती सवय करायला लागलेली आहे त्याच्याशिवाय त्याला बरं वाटत नाही.
Only when
तीच आवड.
when a man gets something to which he is used to which something to which he is accustomed, something which is his habit, then he is happy. If he doesn't get that, he is not happy. And that is a vice.
ना एकदा पत्रामध्ये की आम्हाला
तुम्ही लोक आलेली वर येऊन बघलो मग आलेलाचा अनुभव नाही. सवय चालू ना मग आलेलांचा अनुभव धंदासारखा शाळा करतो पण जमार नाही. पण तुम्ही आले आपण
Maharaj says, for a few moments, before we assemble here, and he himself has taken his place, he says for that particular period of time, he feels a certain amount of lethargy, a certain amount of lassitude. His breath comes in gasps, but it is not asthma. But anyone who looking at him might call it But he said the moment we come and assemble and the session starts, all that disappears.
It's a matter of habit.
Sorry? इधर बाजूला सांग
पण रागाने जो तुम्हाला भोग करायला नाही. रागाने जो तो अनुभव असला बोला.
He said, after you are dead, you won't have the experience of the waking and sleeping states. Not the experience of existing, consciousness.
म्हणजे तुमचा जो कळते तो तुझा असणार नाही.
And when
आपण आहे.
and when these two states of waking and sleeping have disappeared, along with it will also disappear this consciousness. Then we will not have the experience of existence.
म्हणजे आमचं ज्ञान ऐकलं चक्रवारी काय झाला.
So you see, what is the effect of listening to my words?
जन्म म्हणून जन्म संज्ञा म्हणजे स्वरूपामध्ये
Oh, so he said, what has happened?
स्वरूपामध्ये व्यत्यय जो आला जन्म संज्ञा म्हणून
So he said,
राग आणि झोपेचा अनुभव नाही म्हणून कळतेपणाचा अनुभव हे सगळं अंगात्मक आहे अंगाम आहे.
So he said, what is the significance of this? This, that is, after that, when all the three states have disappeared. So he said, what is the significance of this disappearance of these three states? He said, the significance is that on one's original state, that which has come as a temporary phenomenon, as a temporary experience, by the word birth, now by the word death, what has come as a temporary experience has disappeared. That is all that has happened.
हजारो वर्षाचा आहे.
Oh, oh.
हजारो वर्षाचा आहे. मग देव आणि चैतन्याचं हजारो वर्षाचा आहे. असं असून सुद्धा तुम्हाला आपलं अन्याचं काही ज्ञान का नव्हते. स्वतःचं व अन्याचं ज्ञान का नव्हते.
This is the world, and therefore the universal consciousness, and therefore the concept of God has been there for thousands of years. But why did you have no experience of either the self or the other than yourself? He said, why was that experience not there?
आता हे ज्ञान किती वर्ष नव्हते.
So he said,
कोण विचारतो नाही.
this absence of knowledge,
आपण असून सुद्धा आपण असून ज्ञान नव्हतं. आपण असून सुद्धा आपण असून ते केव्हा नेमकं आत्ता म्हणतो. हे ज्ञान नव्हते हे मला कळले तेव्हा मी म्हणतो मी होतो हे नव्हते. ज्ञान ज्ञान नव्हते किती युग नव्हते किती वर्ष नव्हते.
Maharaj said this world and the knowledge I am was not there for thousands of years. But this knowledge,
तू काय नव्हते 15 वर्ष.
so assuming we call it time, so how many millions of years this knowledge of my not being phenomenally present was present for millions of years.
पण आता सनातन पुरातन कोण नवीन नाविन्य कोण.
So which is the original and ancient, and which is that which is new? So which is the one and which is the other?
या बाजूला विवेकानं असं कोण आपलं करून घेऊन.
So he says, will anyone solve this basic mystery for himself? Will he even think about the mystery? Will he even believe that there is a mystery?
आता 1-2-5 वर्षापासून 100 वर्षापर्यंत हे ज्ञान आहे. पण त्याच्या पूर्वी लाखो करोड वर्ष काय होतं नव्हते. नव्हतेच का
नाही होत. So this knowledge I am, this consciousness can only exist from a few months after the birth for say 100 years. So for millions of years before this period of 100 years, was it not there at all? Did we not exist? Did one not exist? One did exist. But this knowledge I am was not. There is one which very question. This consciousness, this knowledge I am, is considered the highest God. Maharaj himself tells us, they consider it as the highest God. But for how long? And for what period? Only for this temporary period. Only temporary period.
तसा तो म्हणतो मी आज त्या सिनेमा पाहिजे.
As someone may say, I saw a movie for 4 hours. That is also a temporary period. This film.
4 तासाचा फिल्म नव्हता,
Oh.
तरी पण 4 तास मी पाहिला.
Super. He said he saw a film for 4 hours. Before the start of that 4-hour period, the film wasn't there. So he said, similarly, this period may be for 100 years.
मी भक्ती करता काय म्हणतो, पण भक्तीच्या मरणावर मरणाचे मला भय आहे. मुक्तीला म्हणतो त्या मृत्यूच्या मरणाचं तुम्हाला भय आहे. काय डॉक्टर
He said, there is,
तुम्हाला मरणाचं नाही कसं बोलायचं आहे.
he said, fear of death. What is it the fear of? Real.
तुम्ही आपल्यावर बोलून घ्यायचा.
The fear of death, when draws on to oneself unnecessary.
घेता जर सावध असाल तर मृत्यूचं मरण कसं झालंय ते मला सिनेमा बघायला मिळेल.
So not identify yourself with that, and you keep yourself aware of what is happening, then you will be able to witness, like a film, the death of that which is called death, and the time of that which is called death.
संपलं किंवा नाहीसे झालं.
So what is death? It's merely a disappearance or the end of something. The disappearance or the end of
ते म्हणजे संपलं नाहीसे झालं. काय प्राण वाचा आणि मूर्ती.
So what has disappeared or come to an end? He says breath, body, breath, and the consciousness.
जन्म संज्ञा संपली.
No.
जन्म संज्ञा संपली.
And what is ended? That has ended. That which was given the name of birth, that has ended.
मला सहसा वेगवेगळे सांगायला भेटणार.
You see, you won't hear this kind of expounding elsewhere, generally.
नोकरी करा आणि पगार घ्या म्हणून सांगतो. कर्म करा, असं करा, तसं करा. मला मला करायचं. नोकरी करा.
The advice will be, do your work. If you are in service, do your work. If you are in business, do your work there also. And then you will get some recompense. This is what you will be told. The same thing in one way or another.
आपल्याला वाटत आहे प्राण अटकला गेला तो प्राण मागे गेला. कोण जात होता तो मरण झाला मृत्यू. प्राण गेला वापस आपण. माझं काय झालं, माझं काय होणार.
He says, I witnessed the laboring breath. He said, so at a particular moment, the breath, instead of going up or down, will get stuck. So what will happen? He said that the breath will die, the breath will merge with the air outside. So what will happen?
कलकत्त्यामध्ये मोठे मोठे घरोडे बनले, लाखो रुपये गोळीबार गेले. आणि पोलिसांनी मुंबईमध्ये तोड काय ते म्हणतात. तिथे एक मुखी आहे, त्यांनी हे सगळं केलेलं आहे. वाचा हक्क काय करायचं म्हणजे मला पकडायला. मी दिल्ली कलकत्ता आता माझ्यावरती आरोप कसा साबित करणार ते? बरोबर हत्याचा आळ माझ्यावर आला, साबित कसं करणार? पण माझ्यावर त्याचा आळ आला होता, पण माझ्या गुरुच्या वाहने जन्म चढणे आळ निघून गेला. जन्म आळ माझ्यावर नाही. मग अजन्म असताना मी काय सुखी होतो? कसं होते? सुखसत मारते, काय करेल मला? सुखाची काय करेल? दुःखाचं मिळवणार ना त्या सुखाची गरज.
There have been some rioting and robberies and things like that in say Delhi or Calcutta. Then the police have some information that there is a big crook in Bombay. So the police come and want to arrest me. He said, I've never been to Delhi and Calcutta. How can they establish a charge against me? So he said, that's similarly, a charge of being born was leveled against me. But by the grace of my Guru, I know that I was never born.
त्या गावच्या सरकारने माझ्या केला, पण मी ते बघितलं सुद्धा नाही. पण माझ्यावर आला, मला अटक केलेला आहे. नंतर माझ्या वकिलाने खात्री करून दिली, झाल्यावर त्याचे बघितलेलं आहे. पण ज्या पोलिसांमध्ये जर काय भांडण बघा झाला असेल त्याचा याचा संबंध.
Maharaj repeats, he says, you've never been to Delhi and Calcutta. The police leveled a charge against you. Then his lawyer proved to the police that he had never been to Delhi or Calcutta. So then how can the charge remain? So similarly, a charge of being born was leveled against him. But his Guru, fortunately for him, explained to him what the position was, and now he knows that the charge of being born was totally untrue, that he had never been born. And therefore, he said, when I was in my unborn state, did I meet any pleasure or happiness? He said, pleasure or happiness is only the counterpart of unhappiness. And if one is only a counterpart of the other, why should I ask for happiness? Why do I want happiness? I'm much better off in an unborn state where the question of happiness or unhappiness was just not present.
आला तुझा का नसता मला फक्त थोडा मिळाला तरी माझा आळा होता.
So he said, ultimately, who is liberated? That on whom the charge of being born was leveled.
त्या शब्दाने सांगायचं बलात्काराने कोणी पाळलेले माझ्या जन्माचा आला, बलात्काराने माझ्या जन्माचा आला, पण माझा संपूर्ण खूप मारणी
The charge of being born was leveled against me, perhaps through force or perhaps through affection. But either way, the charge was leveled against me, which charge was nullified by the grace and advice of the Guru.
याच्यामुळे ऐकूच नाही
एक तास आपण ऐकलं तिथं, तेव्हा ते बाहेर जाऊन तुम्हाला दुसऱ्या कोणाला सांगायचं असेल तर किती सांगाल? काय सांगाल? किती सांगाल? कसं सांगाल?
शब्द होत नाही विषय
कसं?
हो, हा विचार नेहमीचा झाला, शब्दांचा होत नाही त्याचा त्याला.
Maharaj said, this that we have heard, he said, if we having heard it, if we have really absorbed it, he said, if we go out and someone asks, what did Maharaj tell you? If we have really absorbed it, we'll have to confess, I'm sorry, I can't tell you what he said. Because it is beyond words. It is only between Maharaj and me. Because this subject is nirvishal. This subject is without the subject. So how can you reproduce? You can't reproduce.
दोन-तीन वर्षापर्यंत तुम्हाला जन्म झाला तर जातात. राणी म्हणून नव्हतं. राणी म्हणलं 2-3 वर्ष जन्म झाल्यावर नंतर तुमच्या ध्यानाने भरून निघो जन्म घ्यायचा.
For the first 2 or 3 years, one was not aware of being born. Only after the 2 or 3 years, it has been dinned into us that we have been born. And then yes, we accept it.
दोन व्यक्ती माझ्या ओळखीची नव्हती पण मी पाहिलेली नाही. माझ्या ओळखीची नाही तरी पाहिलेली असे व्यापार करतो. आणि तू आपला नवरा म्हणून माझं नाव सांगतो. पण मला तर माहिती नाही तू कोण आहे की नाही. माझं नाव सांगतो. लोकांची माझ्याकडे येतात. तुमच्या माहितीने असा व्यवहार केला, असा व्यापार केला, फार चांगला केला. मूळ माया काय करते परमात्माला कळत नाही. पण मूळ माया त्याच्याकडे बोट जातो. त्याच्याकडे परमात्मा करतो. त्याची भाषी आहे.
September 2nd, 1980, morning session continued.
That there is a lady who is doing a lot of business, lot of good work also, lot of bad work. And then she points to Maharaj as her husband. He hasn't even seen her. He doesn't even know her. Letters come to him, saying that your wife is doing good work or your wife is doing something which shouldn't be done. That kind of stuff. He said, but I haven't even seen her. So he said, Mula Maya is doing this thing. Mula Maya is doing all this total manifestation and all the work that is going on, and points to the Paramatma as being his Dasi. And he is Dasi, and I'm doing his work. He doesn't even, Paramatma doesn't even know that he exists.
तो परमात्मा नाही आत्मा सुद्धा स्वार्थ चाकत सुद्धा काय शब्द चाकत सुद्धा कधी चाकला
चाकायला काहीच
आणि त्याचा व्यवहार करतो.
Paramatman, he doesn't even know its nature. And he said he doesn't even know what kind of nature he has. Because there is no instrument with which he can understand his own nature. He doesn't even know he exists. He doesn't even know he is. And such a which is this which is Murmaya says I'm doing businessman to his business.
तसं माझ्यावर जन्माचा आरोप आला. होय म्हणाला भाग पाडलं एवढंच नव्हे तर मला तो होय म्हणायचं म्हणून बनवलं.
Not only I have never been born, or have been charged with being born, not only charged with being born, but I've been made a slave for all these years.
Oh. 2nd September 1980, evening session begins. Oh.
What are you?
Myself.
That is the necessary of these trips.
Confirmation, yes.
When the body is dropped of a person, vital breath is gone. He is no more. In what way are we to think about him? Or a personality or a sage who already lives that experience which is without the body. For such an entity, what is this experience? It is borrowed experience.
This is the supreme rules.
हा त्याचे उपयोग म्हणतात. उपयोग means use. Use means using, consuming for
These
something.
are wrong words.
That whatever teachings or whatever talk we listen to from you, it leads to which without pralay. Pralay means normally we take as destruction, but destruction is not the correct word. Pralay means that laya is there. Laya means sublimation and merging, becoming one with. That is pralay, vivek pralay.
संपूर्ण माझ्या बंधू घर संपूर्ण माझ्या बंधू
Total merging, that is pralay. So after Maharaj said, having understood everything, this life in the realm of this beingness, the realizer understand is all useless. He understands this experiencing of life is redundant, superfluous. But only the one who has realized comes to this conclusion.
Only the one who has realized comes to
This confusion that this living of consciousness, just like a piece of bread thrown at a dog, he goes on chewing and ruminating, chewing the cud of the bread. Like that, when a concept, spiritual concept is given to somebody, they revel in that. It gives them encouragement. Protsahan.
आपण काय आलो आणि सर्व पण त्याच्यामुळे तुला काय वाटतं आपलं पण एकोणमध्ये आत्मधून आलो आहे लोकांचं झालं तर साऱ्या भागात लोकांचं झालं आपल्या जवळ आपण लोकांचं ना
Suppose an orphan child is lying on the ground and accidentally you are compelled to pick it up. Then you look after the child. But all along you know that this is not your child. Nevertheless, you take care of the child. Like that, you must have the dispassion or detachment towards your own body and the prana, the life force. You know, accidentally, I have adopted this life of the body, and I have to just look after it. I am not that. I should not get involved in it.
माझा अनुभव अनेक अनेक प्रकारचे अनेक लोक माझा अनुभव अगदी झाला अनेक अनेक समाप्त नाही हो मी तर मला पण मला उपयोगी नाही तसं एक छान माझा तेवढा अनुभव आहे तुमच्या सगळं नाही माझा असं म्हणजे याच्या अनाथाचं बालकाला कोण पळायला आणला पाहिजे अजून लोक
This and whatever related to that, and any persons coming in the purview of his experience, all are alike. I look at them the same way I look at this. And vice versa. And how do I take care of this? Like that orphan child. Accidentally, it is mine today. I have to look after it, so I look after it. That much dispassion is there. He says if anybody listens to these type of talks, they will never visit me.
काय करणार घडलेलं तो काही करणार
If anybody really and truly understands exactly what I have said, he will not come here. And further, whatever he does will be something which he is not doing. In non-doing stage, everything will be done. Everything will be happening.
सवाल होतो फक्त आपण पुस्तक असतो जन्म आपला आहे पण तो आपला असं पांगवत
He is describing how his attitude towards his life candles. It is like a candle, which is burning by itself. It makes all sorts of faces, with that trickling wax. Similarly, this is also when it is burning, the light is a flame. It makes all sorts of faces or experiences. He said, I am not that. That way I observe it. This life which is happening to this body, to this life candle.
ज्ञान झालं सगळ्या माणसाला ऐकतो स्वतःला जन्म झाला भगवान जन्म झाला अंतर लागला आपल्या पदार्थ हा जो होय म्हणतो पण किती वर्षाने जन्म झाला किंवा पहिला जन्म झाला किती वर्षांनी चांगला वर्षाचे नाव सुरू ठेवा किती रुपये तुला जन्म नावाचा कोणी विचार करू आता त्यांच्या विचारतो जन्म आपला त्याच्यावर किती निर्माण होतात, ऊर्जा किती निर्माण होतात, मानसिक तणाव किती निर्माण होतात, हे पुन्हा कोणाचे पण ते बोलायचे. याची माय ह्याच्यावर मानते पटवाळी.
So, realizing the self. Those who pursue the spiritual pursuits, they will meticulously follow whatever rituals prescribed traditionally for them. They will never go astray. But once they realize what is what, then they cannot be caught or conditioned by any rituals. They are liberated. But until then, they are very busy. Meticulously they will follow. So he says in that, whatever the Guru says, we are having so many births, they will say yes. They will accept fully. Whatever the Guru says, they accept fully. These are the stories of births. And we have to accept because the Guru has said. Now suppose the Guru says, you had so many births. The best is to ask, which was the first birth? And what is the number of this birth? So say for each birth, there a certain age was there, or each birth. Then how many ages were there? Prior to the first birth, what were you? All those questions we can ask. This is one way of understanding. Another is, you are means all this manifest Brahman only. Now in this manifest Brahman, every moment there are so many births in so many species, worms, insects, vegetation. Every moment there are so many millions of births and every moment there are so many deaths. This is another way of understanding.
आता हा जन्म त्याच्यावर कसा बसला मारा आणि तिने घडवलेली गोष्ट आहे. कोणाला स्वतःच आत्मज्ञान माहीत स्वतःला जर आत्मज्ञान असेल तर स्वतः पुन्हा तो जाईल का? हा जन्म मात्र आणि तो अल्लामध्ये काय झालेलं.
Presently we know we are born, but actual birth we don't know. After the so-called birth, which people say you were born on such a day or such a moment, people say we don't know actually. That birth moment we don't know. After some time we are told we know we are, and all this affair. Since we don't know what we are, then how is it that we are born? If we really had the knowledge of ourselves prior to the birth, we would not have cared to enter this field of birth.
मायेने बलात्काराने परमात्मावर जन्म लावला.
Unsolicited, unknown. This birth is imposed on us. Suddenly one day I know I am. I was not consulted whether we should be given the birth or not. The birth is imposed on me. Then that also after imposition, after some time I know I am. This is called the play of Maya.
माझ्या अनुभवातून कोणाला जरी आपली माहिती आहे का?
Can anyone give one's information prior to the acceptance of the body, prior to the appearance of the body?
जन्म करून विचार करतो आहे. मला माझी माहिती काही नसताना हा माझ्यावर आरोप कसा आलाय.
So nobody challenges this. I never knew I was. And presently I know I am. Why this imposition of knowingness on me? We never challenge this.
हे बरोबर नाही. आता त्यांचं म्हणणं मला वाचलंच होतं. एकंदर म्हणायचं विषय काढून जातो विशेष करून त्याच्या बोलण्याचा विषय करूनच खरं की नाही.
Discussion must be developed. It must be your question and answer should be complementary and the subject should get developed.
त्याला जन्मानंतर कुठला असणार
We don't know anything about this very birth at the moment of the birth. So how can we know about the so-called previous birth? Oh. Under the excuse of the birth, we got the piece of information I am.
ते पण मला माहिती होतं ते पण मला समजे ना काय ते सांगितलं माझा जन्म झाला वर्षांची निघू किती काळ निघून गेला काय म्हटलं एकदम ठेवला वैष्णवचा निर्माण काय कामाचं ज्ञानाचं निर्माण करून मूर्खपणाचं
You must say how stupid it is because it leads us nowhere to make such inquiries about the previous birth or the time which is passed prior to my this birth. What is the time which has already gone? We can't reply at all. Mind boggling.
याला किती वर्ष झालं होतं माझा जन्म झाला हा प्रश्न
At the time of my birth, what was the age of the earth?
मला शिक्षण उभं माहिती आपलं म्हणजे पण समजत
Information that I am. This information was not available with me that I am for millions of eons. I am not there.
शिक्षण मला होता त्याला माझा लोक मला
Oh.
मी असल्यानंतर मला होतो इकडेच आहे. 16 वर्षाचा पाडला 2 वर्षाचा पाडला 2 वर्षाचा पाडला त्याचा फरक आम्ही भावांना अतिशय पोषण मिळवलं 3 वर्ष झाल्यानंतर आपला खेळणा जन्मला
Apparently it does not appear stupid. Suppose if I ask what was the age of the earth when I was born, it does not appear stupid. Because now if you take our family, so my brothers and sisters, they were born every 2.5 years. So normally we might ask, when I was born, what was the age of my first sister? Sensible question, is it not? Similarly, when I was born, what was the age of the earth? It's quite sensible a question.
ठोकून देतो ब्रह्मांड पर्याय मला एवढा सुद्धा धक्का लागला नाही अजून हळाच असण्याचा आहे मला माझ्या हळाची मला चालू माझ्या उत्तर झालं ब्रह्मांड पर्याय माझं काही उभं झालं नाही
What Maharaj wants us to understand, don't try to understand literally the meaning of word. Literally don't understand. You understand the essence behind what I am driving at. That's what he says. So when I say, my life remain untouched, unscorched by so many dissolutions of the universe. It means what? I did not exist with my life and myself with my body when the dissolutions were taking place. You have to understand in a different way. My state of affairs in that stage is quite different. I am in that state, I am the absolute. Not connected with the realm of consciousness at all. That is the state which remains untouched by any amount of dissolutions.
कल्पनेची कल्पना आहे
कल्पनेची कल्पना. Finally, you have to come to the conclusion. All the stories are mere concepts. And which concepts? Of that primary concept, I am. I am is the primary concept, Mool Maya. And out of this Mool Maya, so many concepts are born. But, wow.
माया खाली बांधली नंतर मग तुझ्या अभिनेत्यांच्या कल्पना सगळं ठरलं బ్రహ్మాండములు
It is primarily that more Maya at its very source does not exist. It is not. If the first premise is it is, which does not exist, you take it that it does exist. The more Maya says I exist. So on this existence, which really is not, everything is based. All that empire of consciousness is based on this. I exist, I am.
ब्रह्मांड करेगा आपण आयुष्य कल्पना उद्भव कोणाला असं नाही खूप सुंदर आहे.
What is that Mool Maya? It's just sprouting of this I amness consciousness. It's not a question to whom this sprout has come. There is no to whom. It has just sprouted.
पण आम्हाला त्याच्या जॉब आणि त्यांचा समजा
So once the sprout has taken place, then franking has started, the stamping has started. I am this, I am that, all this. The unbearable. He started the talk like that. Now he repeats, he said, in spite of that unbearable experience, I employ this body and this consciousness to communicate with you.
तुमचा विचार परत मला
Traditional flow or the conventional flow of the five elements does not stop. It will never stop. And we are caught in that. But to stop that flow, then you understand your own self. Atar.
आकार परिचय
Is available provided you can sell something in form. With name and form. For name and form, there are customers. If there is no name and form, there are no customers.
सगळं संपादन करतो देव म्हणतो सगळ्याला अपना मत धरून वाटतंय ते समोर मुक्त प्रत्येक क्षणाला आपल्यापासून धरून जाऊ खूप वेळ म्हणजे आत्मा तो याचं भरण पोषण केवळ असून शकतो समोर मुक्त
Tukaram having realized and understood what the consciousness is, he says, wherever I go, he comes with me. He means the consciousness. He says, throughout the waking state, it takes care of us, that consciousness. Even in deep sleep, it takes care of us, that consciousness. That which is always available with us, that principle is called God. And that is the consciousness. I am His.
तुम्हाला वाचन करून देणार नाही
Is always remember one thing, always consult that self, that consciousness that you are. It will never misguide you.
आत्मा करून माझी संबंध व्हावं
So you give up everything else, but stick on to your own beingness. Be one with your own beingness. Give up everything else.
संभाळ करतो तुम्हाला कळलं तर त्याला करतो पण ते पण पाण्यात मीठ टाकलं होतं ना पाच झाले आजो पडायचं त्यांचं पाहिजे
because it's the principle Nijatma, the very self of yours, your very self, you are only your consciousness, beingness, that takes care of you all the 24 hours. He says, this is the aspect of Sagun Bhakti, that God is always with me. That means my consciousness is always with me. Consciousness is God. Yes. Nevertheless, that as consciousness is godly, it takes care of that S. Normally when the armies used to go from country to country, they used to take these donkeys with them to find out whether a particular lake or a tank was full of water, whether there was any poison in it. They used to make that donkey drink that water first. If the water is poisonous, the donkey will not drink the water. And the whole army will not drink. Because it had that sixth sense to understand that the water is poison.
त्या प्राण्यामध्ये काय गुण आहे कसं करतो त्याला
How can it know?
September 1980.
September 3rd, 1980, morning session begins.
शिक्षणाला विचार आपल्याला अर्थ आपल्याकडे आहे दुसऱ्याचा पत्ता न देता आपल्याला हा विश्वास आपल्याकडे आहे तोच विश्वास तुला वाण येणं आणि आत म्हणजे मोगाने मुद्दत करायचा परिचय वाढवायचा देता या परिचय घ्यायचं ज्ञान परिचय घालायचं काय चाललं तुम्ही पुन्हा सर म्हणजे आपल्याला आता कसं आता आपण आहे का अर्थ कोणाला विचार मिळत नाही जो आहे नंतर मग कम्युनिटीचा रोज विचार आपण यायचा आहे रोज असं नामक करून त्याला जागा करत पाहिजे ज्ञान करून त्याला पाहत राहायचं तर पूर्वी तुला ज्ञान आला तुला जाणलं नाही का पाहत राहायचं ज्ञान नाही रोज दूर गेलायचं त्याला काय द्यायचं नाही पण आत्मा मी समजा सरळ ठेवायचं विचारलं
God, how to follow Soham. Write it down, change it. How to do it? So Maharaj said, you know you are. And what is the meaning of Soham? Soham means you are only. Now that Soham should, that you are should pursue you are. Or that to stimulate that I am, you need not seek the help of any external agency. You have to make the purity yourself.
मंत्र आहे की आत्म्याचा एक पर्याय वाटत नाही सोहम मंत्र आहे सोहम हा मोठा मतलब आहे सोहम हा मंत्र सोहम मंत्र आहे अर्जुन एवढे शब्द आहेत त्या शब्दाला शक्ती ज्ञान आणि अर्जुन वाचा पूरक बनावा सतपूर ज्ञानाचा वाचा पुरवणारा हा वाक्य म्हणतो आत्मा बोलतो मुलांना सत्यात्मा तुमच्या जगाची माहिती काय सोमच्या आत्माचा आत्मा बोललेलो नाही जग आएगा मागे आपण आएगा
You ask whether that's so, whether it's just a substitute for the word Atman or is it a mantra? Smartly, it is a mantra. The mantra, the meaning of the mantra is you are only. If the meaning of the mantra is not available, then there is no world. You are not. You are also not, the world is also not. The meaning of the mantra is you are only. It is Mahavakya. It provides the strength in getting to know the Vacha, the Shakti and the knowledge. Engage. I amness and the strength.
इतनी बात करना आपको सकता है मुझे बहुत सारा आना मत करना तो दो तरह मुझे बहुत सारा नाम और आपका मुझे तो बहुत है आप तो नाम है
Because one क्या because normally Rama, Rama is always qualified by Nisargadatta Rama. It's not something historical Rama, but that self-identification, the self-knowledge, that itself is the Rama. मुझे बोल रहा qualified.
आपका नशा तो बहुत है लोगों का जो चीज़ें ना
That very knowledge I am not acquired to papers. Spontaneously it is there. The knowledge I am. That is Nisargadatta Rama.
अच्छा मुझे ना खाना तुम ले दिया है अब तुम मत चल बस तो मुझे है ना तो ये नाम में जो मैं तो ध्यान है या तुम ना असली दास ये आकार माना मालूम नाम में पुराने भी निकाल आओ तो क्या ना तुमला बोल देते हो अब का बोल रहे हो या साकरा का बोल बेलू का बोल या जो तुम क्या मतलब बोल रहे हैं
Presently that Nisargadatta Rama is putting into the jail of the body, conditioned into the body. So by reciting the sacred name, it gets to know that Nisargadatta Rama gets to know that it is not conditioned by the body, but it is the manifest principle, unconditioned principle.
अनंत आकार है अच्छा बोल जो ना जिसे कहा है
Only when this Atma Bodha, this self-knowledge, I am is there, then everything is in plenty, manifest. Otherwise nothing is. Self-knowledge is eternal, is the truth. But by associating with the body, you have imposed death on it.
तो बच्चा बहुत कोला ना है राज बच्चा जो तो बहुत है अल्लाह पर सब लोग को अपना बहुत कोला का बहुत कोला है
The knowledge of the widespread going is not there. Knowledge of the I am that going is not there. Therefore, the knowledge of self, knowledge going is also not there.
वहाँ तो हम कोला अपना बोला हुआ हम कहते मोबाइल लावे मामला में itu करना वाला है ज़्यादा मत तो क्या चारों जगह
Only self-knowledge, you have imposed the identity of the body. Therefore, you have the feeling that I am going to die.
सोबत जब केल्याने जाईल
Egoistic that I am the body. Can we get rid of this egoistic idea with the recitation of the sacred japa or mantra of Vishwam? Maharaj said yes.
आता तुम्हाला कोणी सांगितलं केव्हा कळलं केव्हा कळलं
अर्थातच माझ्यामुळेच कळलं.
नाही ना जेव्हा काहीतरी सत्संगती घडते तेव्हा आम्ही असं करतो ते पण आम्ही असं करतच नाही काहीतरी सत्संगती घडली पाहिजे तेव्हा आम्ही तेव्हा आम्ही येतो काहीतरी सगळं आपण येतो आणि कमाई म्हणजे निमालणार त्या सगळ्या माणसाची कमाई म्हणजे आपण निमालणार म्हणून मी आता त्या जिवंत राहतात
Said Anna, that is when we identify ourselves with something else other than us. That's what was driving there. So Maharaj asked him, when did you come to know that this stool body, this gross body was something other than you? So Maharaj said, this you will know only when you have the association of the sages. The sages only will point out the body is Anya. You are the knowledge, you are is only you are, and body is not you.
बॉडी आणि सक्षम करते पण आम्ही
हो. Indicating the spiritual evolution as you proceed higher and higher, how you realize it. In the grosser stage, in the initial stage, this body is Anya, separate, other than me.
म्हणजे आपण नाही
Oh. In the final and subtler state, even this I amness, the knowledge I am, also I am not. I, the absolute, am not the knowledge I am.
व्यवहाराची सिद्धी होत गेली.
दाखवणे म्हणजे काय साठाची नवीन मिळालो हुशार आपण
त्याच्याशी जर व्यवहार करायचा असेल
जरूर तेव्हा तुम्हाला तुमच्या कर्तव्यपणाचं साक्षीत्व जेव्हा होईल कर्तव्यपणा साक्षीत्व होईल तुम्हाला काही ताकदच नाही आणि स्वतःपणा अस्त्रपणाचा जेव्हा पाव जाईल बालचक्र काय करू का तुमच्या गोष्टी हे स्वतःची गरज काही नाही
कर्तृत्व भाव सोडून व्यवहार होऊ शकेल.
गोष्ट आपलं चांगलं काय मी अख्खा जे वावर राहतो आपली झोपती राहतो नंतर त्या तुमच्या भावाचं काय झालं पुन्हा जाग आल्यानंतर पुन्हा काय आहे उद्या करतो आम्ही जाणून घेतो आपल्या घडत आहे आपण मानून घेतलेलं आहे असं आपण काय होत नाही आपण करतो म्हणजे काय करतो
The problem was, if we dissociate ourselves from the body mind, how should we carry out our daily normal routine family life or worldly life? Because we are not in a position to get one with our job. So Maharaj said, he said, where is the difficulty? Since morning till evening and then you go into sleep. Actions are happening. You might be thinking that you are the doer. When you go into sleep, where is that doer? Now, so many things happen through your body. Evacuation, urination, digestion. Are you doing it? Or do they happen naturally, spontaneously? He said there is no question of you are giving up anything. Now just that plate, I am not that plate. It doesn't mean that I should throw it out. It will be used fully. He says, when you realize in the second stage what he said, first of all, you are not the body. Second stage, you are not that I amness also. You are the witness of the I amness. I amness also I am not. Who said the I, the absolute, can say that? When you are in that state, then there is no question of doing or not doing. You might acquire so many things, but you will not be affected. You may not do, you will not be affected. In that state, when you are in a position to witness your I amness,
God and Lord after this. God and Lord after. God and Lord. जैसा बांधकाम जो है मैं जागा लोग हुआ जागा लोग लगा ओके उसका बांधकाम नहीं है तो जागा लोग नहीं है जागा लोग नहीं तो खर्च के पर पेपर में लगे तो जागा लोग असली बता रहे ये दोनों समस्या तो तीसरा होता कब तक बढ़ेगा
it's a waking state and deep sleep. I am presently I am. Now I am in a position to understand this waking state. I am apart from waking state. Similarly, deep sleep also I know I had deep sleep. Therefore I am also apart from deep sleep. This I amness is the outcome of this cycle: deep sleep, waking state, deep sleep, waking state. As a result of that, this I amness. So since I am in a position to watch waking state and deep sleep, the product of that I amness also I am not.